Here we go! It's the grand finals of the Ionia Cup Invitationals 2023. Cerberus Saigon, hailing from Vietnam, up against Thunder Talk from the CN region. And Vladimir, we are so happy to see Vladimir banned right now.
Yeah, Fiora as well. I'm actually happy seeing the Fiora being taken away. Finally, we see a respect on this recently buffed up champion. But even without the buff, this champion is really fantastic in the solo lane. And Camille as well, gonna be taken away here by Thunder Talk. Looks like we're going standard. Potentially a double marksman prio here by both teams as well. And things are looking fresh, looking good.
Yeah, it seems standard right now. I'm just so happy. You're right that Ziggs and Varus are out of the table, which means we might go for the usual double marksman composition. Not centered on wave clear duty, but basically heavy on the team fight part of things. I like this Gragas first pick because it gives a lot of mystery. You don't know where this is going to go just yet. But for Thunder Talk, this gives them priority on getting the next best thing, really good scaling, which is Kai'Sa. That means there is still that Zeri available later on. Oh, please lock this.
Yes,
please.
yes.
I'm so happy.
Yes. Yes, yes. Take it.
Take it.
Just
take it.
Lock it in.
Lock it in.
Z will love this. Absolutely love seeing this Akali not being banned. You don't let Z pick up the Akali. You just don't leave this champion open. Because he is a beast with this Akali.
And it's a good takeaway, deny as well, on BMM side. Oh, yes! Yes, please! Okay, the Kha'Zix, if this is locked in, I'm so excited about this. Sorry, Zeri, we'll talk about you later. But Kha'Zix is the pick by Y1 yesterday that was able to get victory over Nova Esports.
Yeah.
Because the way that it works is that you pair the Kha'Zix with a global champion, and then you're able to invade the enemy jungler and make it a 2v1 situation by having a Shen or a Galio. The biggest question is, does Thunder Talk acknowledge this and remove the Galio and the Shen at the second phase ban phase rather?
Because, well, they have removed the Ziggs already, which we saw being used by BMM yesterday against Nova Esports. The Cass didn't gonna get banned away, so that leaves either the Shen open or the Galio open. But given that the Gragas has been picked up, this might be the support already. We
that's true.
don't really see the Gragas being put in a solo lane or in the Baron lane that much for other teams aside from Nigma Galaxy. I think they're the only team who actually pulls or attempts to pull that off. Yeah.
What I want to see from Thunder Talk is they need an Alistar on their end because they need disengage if they want something to slow down the pace of the game, because we know Cerberus likes to be aggressive at early to mid game. I'm actually perplexed that the Galio is being banned, but then again, it's one of those things where the Gragas is already your support, so might as well just remove the disengaged champions on the board. I suppose this is an Aatrox jungle. Akali, we still don't know, because the Kai'Sa can still go towards... No, actually, they're lacking a support. I think the Alistar would be perfect here.
I'm actually confused right now on the priorities of Thunder Talk, because, well, Volibear most of the time gets picked in the jungle, Aatrox as well. Sometimes we do see it in the Baron lane, but I think maybe they're taking that risk already, anticipating that maybe Cerberus Esports would pick up a tanky top laner, which right now is coming into play. The Ornn is being hovered. They're happy with this exchange, I think, for Thunder Talk. And they're just ready to pick up the Alistar later on as their last.
This is gonna be an Ornn top, if I'm guessing correctly. Because usually when we see Ornn, it's either at the bottom lane, at least for this tournament. There you go. You mentioned the Alistar. It should be selected because you don't want Braum. I think Braum is pretty decent versus 3 melee champions, but that's just 3 melee champions. It would be better if there's 4 melee champions.
Yeah.
So I think the Alistar is pretty good on this. Wow, 4 melee, practically 5, because Kai'Sa is very, very short range. You're expecting her to use Killer Instinct aggressively into the enemy and be in your to be very, very close. So this Thunder Talk, TT doesn't stand for Thunder Talk. It stands for Tower Tive.
Tower Tive?
I kind of forced it in there, but please just take it.
And
Everybody.
tower
type.
takedowns.
Tower takedown. Oh, yes, that one.
Tower. I'm trying to think of more words to use. Tower. Thrive. No. I made it worse.
Thrive.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Let's just leave it at that, I suppose. But basically, what they're gonna do is they're gonna tower dive constantly. They have the ability to do so. It's just so tanky. There's also the initiation coming from the volley bear. It's just and the killer instinct follow up. It's just so good at tower aggro jungling. On the side of Cerberus, you know what? Let's go into the rift before we talk about it.
Yeah.
My memory is just still so towards Thunder Talk. That's why.
Yeah, Thunder Talk. This is a team that has defied expectations, exceeded their limits quite a lot already, and they're underway to maybe secure this series and be the new Ionia Cup or Ionia Invitational Cup 2023 champions. It's up to Cerberus Esports on how they're gonna prevent that from happening after defeating another strong team, which is the past champions of the Ionia Cup, which is Nova Esports.
Imagine Cerberus is the ones that took down, and as well as, of course, BMG. Able to take down the team of NBR and Nova Esports combined. And while they do not have a similar comp, I was actually hoping for them to have either a Shen or a Galio on their end, but instead they banned it out. I like this Karma pick as well. Instead, it's gonna be just AP damage on the bottom lane. It's not really as effective of a wave clear. It's a quite short range for BMM here on this Karma, but it still does the job. It still clears the wave with the cask of the Gragas.
I'm a huge what if person. I like thinking about theoretical things. And one of the things I have thought about is what if the Aatrox alongside with the other old champions was actually here on Wild Rift. The old Olaf, the old Fiora. What if those champions like the previous versions were actually here?
That would be amazing.
So fun.
I think that game mode would probably be called Legacy Mode.
Legacy Mode.
Yeah, Legacy Mode, where you just play League of Legends Legacy and all of the old, even the old art, when you load into the Rift, is old hold on. Urgot, Amumu, Sadamumu, Annie, old splash art, and even the music is gonna be different. Like old music, the Rift is gonna be different. The old Rift.
The old Rift?
The old Rift. Yeah. Make it happen, Riot. Legacy League of Legends.
You're dropping gold right now, Rico. Dropping gold ideas here. Riot might be listening, and if they are, we're gonna be happy with that. If they integrate it. They dive on top lane though. That's first blood here for Thunder Talk. Perfectly executed as now it's X by tanking the tower. 2 kills in an instant. Perfect way to start this game.
Do you remember what I said earlier? Tower time.
Tower time.
Tower time. Exactly. So this is the composition that we were hoping to see, and I'm so happy Thunder Talk is doing this. So there's just a lot of dive potential from Thunder Talk. If you do not have priority in lane, if you're forced to be under tower, this is exactly what's going to happen to you. If you don't have wards to anticipate this, actually, no, it doesn't matter. There is a ward there. They're just going to dive through. They have access to your tower, and then they have a lot of damage and tankiness to even juggle tower output. So this is what I like to see from Thunder Talk. I almost call them Thunder
Tower
Dive.
time.
Tower time. Oh!
Ooh.
I thought there was another potential tower dive, but good thing BMM. Quick to his feet.
That's the power of the tower type comp. They have a lot of tools, especially with Stormbringer. They can easily negate the tower or disable the tower so that they can just take whatever they want. And they have so far a 2,000 gold lead, 3 minutes.
This is what we're always worried about. We've seen a lot of teams struggle against the CN region because they're just so good at maximizing whatever resource is out there in the map, and they just squeeze it out of the map and they just take advantage of that. But hold on, Y1 trying a gank on top lane, but there's a ward, so it's a little bit difficult.
Ooh, that's a nice cask by Duck B. And SMY is tanking too much. Has Unbreakable Will. Genza doesn't really have that much damage, but Y1
Oh,
wants some and has the slow. And he has to take the skill. He does. And he's happy with that as well. They might need to disengage though. Soil flashes in as Shin chases Genza away. Good flash. Fortunately, he does have that summoner spell. But at the end of the day, it's still beneficial here for ThunderTalk.
Well, the fight's not over because it's a 1v1 between the top laners.
Taco is saying
Not really.
hi.
It's just a slow burn. Yeah, just saying hi, and it's a slow burn. So it's 2.3k gold lead already on the side of ThunderTalk because of the turret plates surrounding this entire map. Let's take a look at this again. This was the attempt on the dive, but if there's a Gragas, this minimizes the amount of success because it just stops you from doing that, basically. You have to gank the lanes that doesn't have the Gragas. And see and just do basically the same thing, the first tower dive that we've seen in this game. It's just so difficult if there's a disengaged champion under the tower. It's so easily punishable.
The punishment has been working a little bit for Cerberus Esports, but ThunderTalk is also punishing them for their overextension. Yeah, we get it that there is like a slight chance for them to actually make things happen since SMY got a little too deep there. The cast was amazing. Right now, things are getting dark as Cerberus Esports gets contested here onto this RH. The dragon has been taken already by ThunderTalk. As now Z flashes in, perfect execution. The killer instinct as well to top it all off. And BMM is in trouble. Another flash this time by Shen as they go with a tower dive. The tower dive is definitely working here for ThunderTalk. Everybody of Cerberus Esports falls down. It's only Genza remaining alive right now, but can he actually escape is the question. The answer is gonna be no. And ThunderTalk gets an early ace.
And they get an objective as well on top of that. I do believe they get the dragon and the Rift Herald. That is maximum value. Imagine winning a team fight and getting 2 objectives right off the bat. This is ThunderTalk ballooning the lead immensely. Look at the gold right now, 27k.
7K.
It literally was, the last time we checked it was 2k and now it's 7k after all of that. But let's take a look at this replay. This is such a magnificent decision from ThunderTalk. They know that Rift Herald is badly needed by CES so that they can get tower plates and even out the odds. But the problem is here is that they don't have disengage. We talked about disengage being a... well, actually, no, they have the Gragas, but I do believe that it's too late and they're pretty much separated already to actually run for the hills, basically. So ThunderTalk, precise team fight maneuvering. I love it.
And they realize as well that Cerberus Esports doesn't have the proper power spikes just yet to actually fight back. Their only damage dealer is Y1, but only on isolated targets. They're grouped up. And Z is now chasing Genza once more, saying thank you along the way for the free kill. Soil takes too much tower damage and will be taken out. SMY is left alone. Z as well is trying to make some sort of outplay, flashes out, but won't be alive for so long. Cerberus Esports, they fight back.
Remember what I said.
Why won't chase
Remember.
Oh no.
The only time that you are able to comfortably take a dive is if the Gragas is not present. If the Gragas is present, it's just minimizing your success 3 times. Do they see this? Do they know this?
Oh, SMY! They have the shield, but the world
then
ender is gonna end his life as well.
Nice exchange. Not bad. 6.8k still. 7k gold lead still for ThunderTalk. They can't afford stuff like these, but remember, 10k gold is where it's a little bit critical at this point. They want the tower. Boom.
Oh man.
What?
Oh, Rico, this is nightmare for Cerberus Esports. Early game, it's not even 10 minutes into the game, but this is the state of the game already.
Almost a 10k gold lead, and we talked about tower trades, and I kind of want to look at the map if there is any sort of trade whatsoever, but I don't think there is. Yeah, I think there's one. I think just mid lane, question mark? Or no?
Oh,
or am I blind?
I'm a bit blinded as well. Especially because of the flashy plays that ThunderTalk has been making consistently here in this game. That's the thing. Blinded! What else?
Okay.
What else can we sneak here?
Okay, reset.
Reset. Okay.
It was there, so I had to do it.
It was already there. The opportunity
It was already
there.
there.
Perfect.
The thing about CES, they still have Taco, or rather not Taco. Hold on, fight.
Yeah, Taku's in trouble, like what you mentioned. But Thunder Talk will be disengaging. Here comes the call of the Forge God, hitting 2 members, but doesn't really add in the damage here to take at least 1 player down here from Thunder Talk. They are committing onto this fight. Might be too dangerous. Look at that damage from Shin. Absolutely insane sustain as well as the rest of the team follows up. Cerberus Esports definitely regretted that.
It is so unfortunate if you find yourself stuck in a compressed area such as the jungle and you have to face the Wrath of Sin. The value of all of his skills was really maximized there because everybody's just pretty much clumped up together. As we take a look at that replay, when I said clumped together, you'll see in like 3 seconds or so, once the initiate happens, once they're able... Here, look at Sin. Boom! Here's the big AoE. He's done a little bit. Wait for it, wait for it. Okay, I said 5 seconds. It's 5. Here's gonna initiate. I swear. Here it is. Oh wait, no, he missed. Wait, again. I swear. This is the part. There's the part. This is the part. Wait for it. Okay, there.
Okay, there.
It took a while.
There, finally. It's slowed down. The clip is slowed down. That's a reason.
Yeah, it's 10 seconds. I said 5. It was 10.
They had a time machine in the game. That's why.
Like how I hyped it up and then saw like 2 skills miss first and then had to be damaged a couple. There it is. Good job, Zin.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're over 12,000. Yeah, a little under 12,000, but you get the point. At 10 minutes, 11 minutes into the game, that is a whopping amount, Riku. I hope Cerberus Esports finds a way to maybe turn the tides around, but so far, I don't see that angle here.
I think the key factor here is now if they want to get back to this game is towards line 1. I really do feel like the Galio combo was so much more valuable when we saw the Kha'Zix being paired with it because you have a delivery system, you have the Kha'Zix jumping in the middle of the fight, there's the big knock-up from the hero's entrance. We'll see though. Taco also has a good initiation engagement, so maybe we'll see that.
Z is just playing around. And again, we talked about the reason why I don't use Akali is because I appreciate these even more. I don't see myself being able to do this kind of flashy stuff.
Same.
Makes me appreciate them even more, especially Z. I think Z is the best Akali player in the world, period. He has demonstrated that a lot of times, even against the best teams in the world. Shindo, on the other hand, will not survive. Genza actually pulled that off for so long before he gets taken down. There's some sort of trade that Cerberus Esports is making.
I really thought XY was going to solo that Baron. I mean, I think it's a possibility. It's just too risky if the rest of Cerberus is going there, which they are. They know this is happening.
See them. They hear them. Now they also are... can they actually do anything about this though?
Deal?
They're gonna try. They don't have Y1, so Undertalk is a little bit perplexed with their intention, what they're doing. They find another opportunity here. Lockby is all alone. No one's there to save him, and Thundertalk just gets 4 kills. 25-5.
Ooh, and the Baron to
kills of Cerberus Esports.
Yeah, they've been winning every single team fight, and remember, if the explosive cask isn't used for disengage, what is that damage, Soil? Excuse me.
There's a... I don't even know how that damage, maybe through the stacks, but that is just broken. That is just broken. Kaisa is broken.
A little bit. I can see why Kaisa is almost played every time in Wild Rift right now. In competitive. Oh dear.
Oh dear. 13 minutes, and it seems like the end already. It seemed like the end at 8 minutes, actually.
Yeah. When they got like 10k gold lead, it did seem like the end already, and it's so difficult to slow this game down if you don't have the proper wave clear, like the Varus, like the Ziggs, and stuff like that. And take note, our ARAM was 17 minutes? Oh, no, 20 minutes.
Yeah. How is this even happening? Yeah. The Aram game was longer than this game. That's how dominating Thunder Talk is right now. This game number 1, and they're just closing this at 14 minutes.
I'm speechless. That was pure domination on Thunder Talk. Thunder Talk. The Thunder Dive comp that we saw is just so powerful. If you don't have priority in lane, then you're just very susceptible to these dives.